Well, hundreds of viewers have been sending in questions about the uncertainty in the job market right now, and we're working to answer them with the facts. Joining us today, Jessica Pierce, founder and CEO of Career Connectors. Great to have you with us, Jessica.
Hi, thank you.
Okay, the first thing we want to talk about is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. Just this morning, there's now a new way for people to apply. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So the pandemic unemployment assistance is specific for people that don't qualify for the typical Arizona unemployment. And a new portal opened up this morning. So many of you have applied online to the DES site. Now you need to go out. If you are 1099, self-employed, or a contractor, or don't qualify for the typical Arizona unemployment, you need to go out and apply on this site. There were checks sent this week for the back pay of 3 weeks. So some of you will be getting a mail today and tomorrow for a check of over $2,000 that will have 3 weeks of back pay. Already this morning, over 57,000 people have applied on that unemployment site. So you need to go out there and fill that application out.
All right. Okay, another viewer asked this. There's still no clear timeline for when I can return to work. How long can I be on unemployment for?
So typically it's 26 weeks, but with the CARES Act, they approved another 13 weeks, so 39 weeks total. However, the extra $600 a week that people are getting right now will end on July 31st. So up until July 31st, you can get up to $840 a week in unemployment.
All right, good to know. Our last question. I have a theory my boss only kept on the employees he liked personally and furloughed everyone else. What are my options?
Interesting question. First of all, I would recommend start looking for another job. But outside of that, have a conversation with your boss and call them up and ask them, if there's any timeline of going back for you getting your job back, if they have any thoughts there. There's really no retribution as far as, can I do anything legally against my employer? That would be a tough one. That's probably not going to get approved. You would want to talk to an attorney about that. But, look for another job. Now is the time. And if you're not collecting unemployment, apply for unemployment. It's up to $840 a week right now. And then network like crazy. Talk to people that you know about the kind of jobs that are out there.
Okay, all great advice. Jessica, thank you so much for your insight. We surely appreciate it. Remember, we want to answer your questions, so post them on our Facebook page or text us. You can also download our app.